Hey guys, Just Janice here, and I did this. This is a clock. It's on a Nara board. It is actually like Yuba paper. It's plastic. I'll put the link down below where you can get it from, but it's plastic. It's been sealed on the back. But I got this idea from our dear friend Nathan, who is the Fine Art of Distraction, and on his video number 22, he does a wood grain glass vase, and it is stunning. And if you see that video, you can see where he was inspired from. So he is the inspiration for this piece. I just forgot to turn the camera on. So what I'm going to do is, I have a cradle board that is 18 by 24, and I'm going to be doing it on that. So here we go. So it was at this point that I had to stop, because I realized the window had gotten closed, the fan had been turned off, and everything that was open, the air purifier was shut down. So I had to stop everything and air the house out and start all over again. So here we go. Hi, Cozy. Yeah, that smells, huh? Okay, now that I've got a lot of the color down, lighter in some spots, I'm going to go back in with dark and copper to try to make it look like it has knots, more like the wood grain, more a little bit like this than just smooth brown. So we're going to get started on that. Here we go. Okay, we have our slab of wood, and now I'm going to take a small brush. I'm going to take the rust, and I'm going to take the brush and make lines like boards. That's at least what I'm going to attempt to do. Okay. Here goes my attempt. So to make the lines, I don't know if you can see the wood, I am in the cup. I changed it up a bit. I'm still using the rust, but I'm also using butterscotch, and I'm putting a couple drops of isopropyl alcohol. show how I do the knots, these little like knots right here, with inks, because it's so fluid. I take my handy dandy heat dryer. It blows just hot air, real quiet. What I do is I get some liquid on my brush and go where I want it to be and make the first line that I want. Kind of get that dry. And then I come in with a little more. Do the second one that I want to line. They're not perfect. You don't want it to be perfect because knots are not perfect. Well, some are, but depends on the wood. And then I just keep going. But I dry in between till I get them where I want them to be, and it just kind of holds them. And then as it gets smaller, I will go down to a smaller brush. And that's how I make the widow knot. I wanted to say again too that I use my darkest brown. I use the Teakwood. Sometimes I use a black, but the black right now that I have has a little more blue in it, so I'm using the dark brown that I have. And sometimes I mix it with the Havana, and that's the color I use to get the knots. Okay, we're back. Things might look a little bit different. Things changed a bit in this area. I went to make a knot. Needless to say, I made some boo-boos, so I fixed them. So once I got the lines done, we put 2 coats of Kamar. Actually, I think I did 3 light coats on this one. And what that does is it seals so that whatever you do next, because sometimes I will do the clear gloss, but this is a matte and it doesn't have the acetone in it to reactivate, because at this point, if you don't seal it, anything you do will reactivate it. If you're using any of the Pinata Brass or anything like that, the flakes, the mica flakes, if you don't seal it and you touch it, it'll actually come off on your fingers. So that seals it so that you can do things like what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use glue, and I have little nail heads, and I'm going to be adding the nail heads. If I hadn't have sealed it, the glue would reactivate the ink and it would bleed and it would wash it off of the substrate. So we're going to add the nail heads now. Here we go. quick. Nail heads are used. These are from Finnabair, her mechanical line, and it comes with these and these. They're pretty cool. Okay, we are back to where this all started, and here's the clock. Alcohol ink that was inspired by Nathan from the Fine Art of Distraction, and there's a good glare on it. And I will put his link in the description. This is what inspired the 18 by 24, and I will probably put some hardware on it, but that's the details. And there's no battery in it, so it's not moving. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.